Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video I'm actually doing I can't even remember what this was. I did it over my birthday weekend. I was crafting and on a Zoom with all my lovely friends from my little scrapbook store. And I think I was doing was I taking somebody and scrap lifting? Jesus, I don't know. I think I was just playing. So I grabbed Chamel's collection because I still have quite a few papers left. I think I have like the paper pad and a few embellishments. And I was like, you know what? I want to do a layout talking about my newfound obsession since March. And that is BTS music and really K-dramas. But K-dramas aren't going to be on this layout. This one is just strictly about BTS. And what was funny is with this, I went on to Chat GPT and created a photo with me, Jungkook, and V in a picture, and then like one with I think either each of them by myself. So you're going to see that when I start to do the photos. But I wanted to frame it on the black paper, and I'm using foundations paper. I know I'm going to run out of it eventually. But at the time, I did try to buy as much as I could because I knew I love black paper, and it's very hard to find good, thick quality 12 by 12 black paper. If you know of any, leave a comment down below. Help a sister out so that way I can try and get some more. All right, so I'm using my Simple Stories template. You can see it over there to the left. And I cut the base paper with the stars, the purple one with the stars, to match the length and width of the actual, well, I guess you would call that the filler paper that goes into the packaging, because those wind up being the exact same size as a template. It might be a little bit bigger, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, if you cut it to that size, your photos and stuff will line up very simple. And then I decided that I wanted to put a mat around that. So we're just using plain white paper, and I'm just trimming it down. When I do it this way, I'm always afraid that I'm going to cut too much off, but I just wanted to make sure that that one side was even in comparison to the other three. So we're going to have our photos here to the left, and then over on the right hand side is where we're going to put the title, which is going to be my obsession. Which is so crazy. And I blame Netflix because in March they had their comeback concert. It was on Netflix. It was free. So it popped up. I love watching like movie, or not movie, but music documentaries, music, like concerts and stuff on Netflix. So, like I not too long ago saw the one that Ariana Grande had on there. So I was like, okay, BTS, I've heard of them before. We all know Butter and we all know Dynamite. I was like, let me check it out. They're coming back. I'm like, coming back from what? Because I knew nothing. So right now I am matting the photos. So all of my mats match the size, right? So it's 4x4, and then the bottom four are all 2x2. So all of the white mats are going to be 2x2, and then I either have decoration or a photo to place on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down all of our mats, and then we can put down all the photos. I thought Chat GPT did a great job making up this photo because it looks like they're actually there with me. I think that's funny. So I was like, you know what? I gotta share it, right? I mean, it's just, I mean, you could do so much with that system. It's ridiculous. But anywho, we're moving on. So we're gonna put our last mat down, and I was explaining. Oh, so their new album, which I'm probably gonna say wrong, which is Ariane. Um, like I saw the concert and I was like, wait, what? They sing like that? Like I was blown away. I was like, wait, I didn't know they did that kind of rapping. and had that kind of a style. I was like, wait, it threw me into a tailspin, if you say, because then I had to like suck up everything BTS because I wanted to know like what was I missing, what didn't I know when they debuted, and they were first sharing their music and stuff. So yeah, I've been watching YouTube videos, I've been watching people's commentary, trying to learn who the members are. I finally got to the point where I think I can point out their voices in a song. Like I can figure out, okay, which one is Jimin. Like I can hear his voice pretty accurately, and Jin, I can pick him out pretty good too, especially for the vocalist, because sometimes when they're singing, not that it sounds the same, but they can blend really well. The rappers, I think I got them down locked. Yeah, because Sugar, I don't know if it's with the SH. I hear some people say it with the SH, and some say just Suga. So I'm not sure exactly like what's the preferred method. Maybe as I try and learn Korean, it'll make sense. Okay, so we're popping up the postage stamps that I'm using as decoration on our photo image over here on the left. And then I've also fussy cut some cameras from, she had a specialty paper out of vellum. So I cut out a pink, a purple, and a yellow, because I knew I was going to have these like yellow pops of yellow with these phrases here. So I figured that would tie that in. And then I was looking at these sort of like 3D stickers over here. And I decided, I don't think I used it at all. Lord, I don't even know where I put it. Okay, it's here in this room of mine somewhere. I'll find it eventually. But anywho, so I'm just looking, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to use. I think I wind up using the gold stars. Of course we're gonna do splatters. And if I didn't do splatters, I used I think I wound up using some Nuvo drops. So we're just gonna kind of figure out everything and how we want to lay everything down. We're gonna get our foam stickers ready. And it's funny, whenever I'm trying to figure out my own title, because when you're using the alpha thickers, you're creating it yourself. I always feel like I use the same titles. I don't know if you guys go through that a lot. Like it's always like, my favorite day, or smile, or like it's the generic ones, right? So I was like, you know what? In this, I'm telling a story, and my story is about my newfound like of BTS music. I'm like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This is my obsession. This is where I'm at. I'm listening to it a lot. I love their new album. I'm finding out about older songs besides Butter and Dynamite, because those are the only two I knew of. And I found that I think my all-time favorite song of theirs might be Mic Drop. If you haven't heard that song, you gotta listen to it. It's fun. Oh, and it was in the concert. They did perform it. And I liked how the like choreography, they dance like stop. I'm like, where have I been? Where is the rock that I've been under? And how did I not know that they were so much influenced by hip hop and rap and R&B the way that they are? So, okay, moving on. Let me get my ruler. I think at this point, I'm actually trying to figure out how to spell the word obsession, because, your girl needs a dictionary, because sometimes the brain ain't braining, okay? And I was like, I need to know how to spell it. So I got my little trusty ruler out. Now this one is a curved ruler, and I get it. It's gonna have like this weird shape. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the curve, so that's what we're gonna use. I do have one that's just a straight ruler, but I can't find it at the moment. I think I might have um put it in a bag, and I can't remember which bag I put it in. So eventually it'll show up again. But I like these. These are from I think the Thicker company. We Are Memory Keepers, I think, made it. But they work really well with, like, you can space out your letters. Like I'm doing right there. I have it on so I can like move it around. So I know I'm gonna do my, and then I think I'm gonna put Obsession right below it. So I'm just gonna put glue on the my first, and then kind of press and hold that down, and then lift up, trying to keep Obsession on the ruler, for God's sakes. Yeah, and you see, I don't mind the curve. I was going to straighten it, but literally I was like, actually, I don't, I'm not mad at that. I like how that's sitting. And then there's tons of space down at the bottom where I can write my little story if I want. I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not going to write on my actual layout. I don't tend to do that a lot. A lot of times I just make these for you guys and then like keep it moving, because I figure I'm going to have these videos here so people already know. You know why I did a layout about BTS or Bridgerton, or whatever show was occupying my brain cells at the moment. I need to do one on my favorite K-drama that I've watched like 4 times. We'll talk about that in that video. Anywho, so now I'm bringing stuff back out again because I'm like, is there a way to use something on here? One of the stickers says something about like rainbows and rain and stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm not sure. When am I ever going to use that? I have no idea. So it might have to be deconstructed, but it's not going to be on this video. Right now, I'm just adding some of the stars. And I forgot, I didn't do the one thing that I normally do, which is put something in the center of the cameras. Whenever I use cameras, I usually like to put like either enamel dots or something in the centers, and I didn't do it that time. But I did, I think, use up the rest of the stars, the gold stars all around. I thought that was fun. And, you can keep this simple. If this is where you want to end it, end it. This one, for me, I just add this other sentiment right below it, which I'm so mad I can't find my layout. I put it somewhere, and now I can't tell you what that says. But we'll have close-ups at the end and you'll be able to see it. And then we're going to add the butterfly. I mean, this is just perfect because with BTS, they have a thing with their fans. They're called ARMY, and their key color is purple. So I was like, oh, thank you, Shamel, for putting purple in your collection, because this is perfection. I love it. And now I'm going to grab, I have some, I think this is a vintage, let me get the name of it. Vintage drop. And it's called, of course I can't see the name, and I'm wearing glasses. This is so sad. Purple Basil. That's interesting. I didn't know that was that color. Okay. Well, we're going to use the purple basil and put the enamel dots down. But before I do that, you see, I'm getting ready to do the splatters. I've already covered up my photos, so you guys know what time it is. When the photos get covered, oh yeah, it's splatter time. My favorite time of the layout, because I know I am coming to a conclusion. Now, I will say this. I know some people like to do their splatters at the beginning and then layer everything on top. I don't think it matters which way you do it. If you want it to be a little bit more subtle and towards the back, I would do it at the beginning. Kind of like use your paper towels to pick up any excess ink so you can then start, building up. That way it would be like a faint splatter, but I like mine at the end because I want you to see that. I want the boldness. And so right now I'm just testing my enamel dot here, my vintage. And I will tell you this. I always like to give you guys heads up. Be careful when you're putting enamel dots on your page, okay? When you're using the Nuvo drops, be careful, because no sooner I ended this video, I put my finger into the wet drops. They need time to dry. Put it to the side. Don't breathe on it. Don't look at it. Keep your hands away from it. That's my suggestion. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun with me. If you like BTS, tell me who your favorite member is down in the comments below. We can form our own little mini crafty community right here with my new obsession. All right, you guys. I hope you have a great one. See you with the next video.